If you have ever been told that putting yourself first is selfish, or you find that you're someone who continuously gives and gives until you feel drained, especially in your twin flame journey, this video is definitely for you. Hello and welcome back everyone to Twin Flames Universe. I am Kanisha. I am a Ascension Coach here, and my job is to help guide you back to spirituality, eternal love, and twin flames. And today's video and topic is going to be on why it's so important to put yourself first and why it's not selfish. It's really a sacred thing to prioritize yourself in unconditional self-love. So let's go ahead and jump into this and really look at why you might be abandoning yourself and recognizing that that self-abandonment is going to be reflected back to you by your twin flame. And so many of us have learned to put others first. We have learned to really take care of others before taking care of ourselves. As a mom, this was something that I did very naturally. I was the oldest child as well, and so I had siblings that I always had to look after and take care of. And then when I became a mom, I was putting my kids first all the time. But what I learned about those things, not that any of those things are bad, but when you consistently do that, you really start pouring from an empty cup. And so you can't give to others what you don't have. And if you're not giving yourself unconditional love and having boundaries and really honoring yourself and prioritizing yourself, then you're just going to continuously give from an empty cup. And that is a quick way to start creating resentment in your relationships. I first-handedly experienced this, and so I really desire for you to not have to experience that. And if you are, I have so much compassion and know that you can change this dynamics within your relationships, including your twin flame. One of the first things that I realized was that as a child, I was always learning how to look for approval outside of myself. And that meant that if I got that approval outside of myself, whether it's from my parents or my friends or my siblings, that I felt safe and secure and loved. And that was something that was really hard to shift as I got older, was learning how to actually give myself that self-approval and not seek it outside from anywhere else. This was something that I found myself doing a lot in my twin flame union, was always desiring approval from my twin flame. Was I enough for him? Was I what he wanted? Was I everything that he desired? I was looking and seeking for this approval to validate me and to feel loved in this space. As adults, we also learn the fear of rejection. And it took up so much space in my mind to not want to try things or to say things or to be my authentic self out of the fear of rejection. And the thing that I had to learn very quickly on this journey, and I'm so grateful for the teachings of union, was that when I truly accepted myself at a core level, all of myself as a beautiful divine being, a beautiful divine child of God, I actually started experiencing people accepting me just as I was. I didn't have to wear a mask. I didn't have to be anything that I wasn't. And I could really start letting go of this fear of rejection. And the more that I started prioritizing accepting myself and giving myself approval, the more that my twin flame naturally reflected that back to me and really made a lot of comments about, like, I love that you're so real in this place. And I love that this is how you genuinely are with everyone. Like, I love and just accept that this is who you truly are at your core. Like, he really felt really deeply attracted to me. And this is because your twin flame responds to your energy and not so much your words. So for example, I could say something like, oh, I'm totally fine. I'm okay. Like, I'm not upset about anything. And if I'm really feeling hurt or upset in my heart, he would be like, you're not telling me the truth. I can feel it. Or he would respond as if I'm upset, even though on the surface level and my words are saying one thing, but on an energetic field and an inner being space, I felt really hurt and upset. That is what he would respond to, because he's my perfect mirror. He's my twin flame. So you can't hide from your twin flame. You can't fake it. And so in order to heal separation, you come into union with God, yourself, then your twin flame. So by prioritizing myself, I was prioritizing my union with God. And in return, prioritizing myself is reflected back in my relationship with my twin flame being prioritized as well. So I really had to take in the understanding that when I take care of myself, I am taking care of my union. When I am focusing on myself, I am focusing on my twin flame because we're one. There is no separation. And that really helped me understand that the order of operation should always be God, then me, then my twin flame, then everything else. And then you're also operating from a place of love and not codependency in disguise. I really encourage you to look at how you feel about prioritizing yourself, putting yourself first, loving yourself, taking care of yourself. And this is because you really are important, and it's important to see yourself as the number one priority in your life. You're the person that you live with 24/7. So why not take care of you? Not from a place of selfishness, but a place of unconditional love, of seeing yourself as so important and a number one priority. When you really do that, you will see your reality reflect all of those beliefs and core decisions back to you. The other thing about prioritizing yourself is the sacred power of self-priority. I think putting yourself first is not just a decision, but it's also a frequency shift. It really does shift so many things in your reality because you're now prioritizing the vibration that you're on. So when you do this, it says to the universe, I am worthy of love. I am enough. I am deserving. And I'm not going to wait for anyone to prove that to me. I know that in my heart. And so when you prioritize yourself, you're going to find that you set the tone for how your other relationships in your life play out. And you're going to begin to attract experience that really reflect this inner worth back to you because you are worthy and deserving of being prioritized and loved the way that you deserve to be loved. And you become very magnetic and just attractive to divine love. You find that opportunities and money and abundance and just different things will come to your space very easily because you are truly seeing your self-worth. And this also includes your twin flame. When I truly, at the core, chose to prioritize myself, it came from a place of first upset and anger. I had to move through an upset of anger that my twin flame didn't want to be with me. And so I moved through that using the mirror exercise. And then I got to this place of just being fed up with myself for always putting other people first. Like that was my pattern, is that I always put relationships, especially men, before myself. And I had to look at, well, what was I doing when I attracted them into my reality? A lot of the times I was just kind of doing my own thing and really focused on myself. And then I attract this relationship. And then as soon as I put all of my attention on them, the relationship started to fall apart. And I was like, why is that? And it was because I stopped doing the thing that I was doing in order to attract the relationship. And so I got clear that I didn't want to just attract any relationship. I wanted to attract my true twin flame. And that meant that if I wanted to really be with the ultimate love of my life, I needed to be with the ultimate love of my life. I needed to be that. And I really decided to be very serious about that. And your union doesn't come from chasing. It really does come from you embodying love and giving yourself what you've been giving away this entire time, really. So the third thing that I would like to speak on is what it looks like to put yourself first. And I think most people think that putting yourself first or loving yourself unconditionally means spa days and going to get your nails and your hair done and maybe going on vacation and really like doing things like that. But I 100% guarantee you that that's not it. Like I really found that it could be very messy at times, and it really felt hard because it required me to look at my patterns and my habits and how I would continuously put other people before me. And I had to start asking myself, why am I doing that? Why am I sacrificing myself here? Why am I really abandoning myself here in order to give to these relationships that don't seem to really be giving back to me? And I recognize that sometimes putting myself first meant that I had to say no, especially when my body was saying no to something. I had to take space from someone that I really loved in order to come back to my center because their energy was really creating chaos within my space. That meant that I also had to choose peace over someone else's comfort. That meant that I was not responsible of other people's feelings, even when I was being truthful and honest about how I felt. That meant that I had to invest in my inner healing, even when others didn't understand it or thought that it was weird, because I really felt the need to go within and reflect and do my inner work. So every time that I did that, I was saying, I choose me. I put me first. And that is when I really started to find that I was aligning to who I truly was at the core. And those who were really for me and genuinely loved me and supported me naturally allowed those things. Those who were getting energy off of me putting them first or not having boundaries with them or really sacrificing my time and energy for them got really aggravated and angry because they got stuff from me. They got energy from me. But when I put myself first and brought my energy back to me, they were no longer getting the energy, and they're like, hey, where's my source of energy? Like, where are you going? And it really helped me see who was for me and who was ultimately using me. And even if it was family who was doing that, I had to learn to put really strong boundaries or ultimately just let them go completely and trust that they had to move through their own healing journey. And for my family, I mostly just love them from afar. That doesn't mean I don't ever talk to them or that I'm never going to see them again or speak to them. No, none of that. It's just that, hey, like, you continuously try to take from me, and this is no longer appropriate anymore. And just because we're family doesn't mean you get to abuse my energy in that way. I'm not going to allow that because I love myself enough not to do that anymore. So I really hope that you understand that that is a part of prioritizing yourself, is asking yourself, does this relationship really serve me? Is there an equal give and take here? Are we both genuinely investing into the relationship? And if not, then you have to prioritize yourself and take a step back there. And so you have to ask yourself, like, what if the love you're searching for in someone else is actually the love that you've been called to give yourself this entire time? This is why we give to other people, because we're searching for something, and that is love. And when you really come to this understanding, you'll find that that love you've been seeking has been here the entire time, like the entire time. And you can just go within and give it to yourself. And it's a really important process to recognize that the love that you seek is who you are. The love that you seek is how you were created. And one of the most important things you'll do is you'll stop chasing love and recognizing that you are that love and that you can just be. And when you start to just be, you're going to attract all of that love to you. The world and the twin flame of yours really will respond to that energy shift. Like, one of the most attractive things to your twin flame is when you put yourself first. They're going to find that, oh my gosh, they're not dependent on me for their happiness. They are able to give that to themselves. Wow, that feels so good and mature, and really is the base and the foundation of a healthy relationship, that you're not looking to that person to make you feel loved and prioritized and happy, that you can give that to yourself. And because they're your perfect mirror, they're going to mirror that back to you. And it's going to come from a place of divine love and unconditional love and authenticity and truth. So if this video totally touched your heart, which I hope it did, and it resonated with your soul, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm here to help you heal and to become the best version of yourself so that you are really ready to attract and receive your twin flame fully and to relax into your harmonious union with them. And definitely drop a comment down below. I choose to prioritize myself. I choose to put myself first. And if you need more support on that, definitely check out twinflamesuniverse.com. You'll find amazing resources there. Also check out the Sunshine Coaches. They're really great at learning how to prioritize themselves and how to help you do the same thing so that you can attract all beautiful things in abundance into your life, including your twin flame. And I will see you guys very soon again. You take care. Bye-bye.